Welcome back to the channel, and today I have a unique take on breaking the sound barrier. I've done breaking the sound barrier with pretty much every source of thrust and trying to do it with the fewest number of those sources of thrust, but what about the fewest total parts in a build in order to break the sound barrier? How many parts at minimum do you actually need in order to break the speed of sound in this game? Now, I have some ideas on potential things that could work, but the most obvious thing to me would be choose the biggest source of thrust, because then you will just need the fewest number of them. But there's an additional challenge with that, is the biggest source of thrust also takes the most amount to cover in aerodynamic pieces. So if you could just build a really efficient but small version of like a space thruster, can you do it with one space thruster? Probably not. Did I do it with one large jet? I don't remember the large jet thing. All right, well, let me see real quick. Can I break this? If I just cover this in wedges, and then if I can break the sound barrier with this thing, then what I'll pretty much have to do is keep removing wedges until I don't break the sound barrier anymore. And that'll be at least the fewest number of parts with this particular engine. But see, this is already, like, we're at 16 parts already. All right, is this enough? Like, can I break the sound barrier with this, do you think? Let's see. Actually, let me turn it to kilometers an hour, because I don't know. I just like seeing the speed in kilometers an hour when it comes to the sound barrier. All right, so we're at 19 parts. Let's see if 19 parts is enough. We're in kilometers. Oh, this is definitely not enough. All right, good to know. Oh, I didn't cover the front of the seat. Why didn't I cover the... No wonder why it's not enough. We have literally some of the worst aerodynamics I've ever had on a vehicle like this. How many parts we at now? We had to bump it up to 25 parts. This is atrocious. All right, but now we already shot past our max speed before, but we're slowing down. I don't think this is gonna do it. I don't think this can do it. We might need one more thruster. We're at 936, 940. All right, so this is 940 kilometers an hour. So you have to add a bunch of parts too, just to attach the next one of these things. So now we're at 30 parts. I don't think this is the engine for this. I think we're gonna break the sound barrier at 30 parts. Yep. All right, there we go. So now we have our anchor point. 30 parts is our current record. Can we break the sound barrier in less than 30 parts? All right, so I'll save this for now, but now I am going to try a different source of thrust that's going to give me a much smaller profile. So let's see here. We're dealing strictly in part count. So we want to do like not necessarily size efficiency, but like part efficiency. So now if I go down to space thruster, normally what I would do to attach these things is put 2 of these and then 1 of these, and then repeat this, and then add flat connectors to attach them. But these are too many blocks. So if I wanted to fill this in more efficiently for block count, I think I'm actually gonna expand this so I can just fit a single 2x2x2 block in here. And then we still need the attachment block. All right, so this is, let's actually, all right, how about this? Let's go up to 30 parts, see if this engine style with 30 parts can actually break the sound barrier. All right, we're at 29. I'm gonna stop at 29. Our aerodynamics looks fine. Let's see if we can break our record here with 29 blocks. And if we can, then we can start removing blocks and make a new record. We're definitely gonna do it, holy cow. No problem, this is way faster. All right, we are on to something. Now, I'm gonna say I can remove probably at least 3 of these. So now we're down to 20 blocks, because I don't need this one either. That may have been too much. I don't know, maybe not. No, I think we're gonna do it. Oh yeah, we're still gonna do it. Wow, oh, this is the vehicle to do it with. But I still have another idea that's not based off of any of these thrusters. All right, so 20 blocks could do it. I'm just gonna keep removing 3 at a time. So now we're down to 17. Can 17 do it? I think 17 is gonna do it. This is actually still looking pretty comfortable. Wow, the space thrusters are kind of crazy for this. I might be able to do this even better. Oh, but hold on. All right, let's go with minimum thruster count. So we're going down to 14. We got 3 thrusters. 14 blocks, but I do have another idea, but it is going to slow me down a little bit. But as long as I don't go slower than the sound barrier. All right, wow, 3 thrusters. All right, so 14 blocks is the current record. We're going down to 2 thrusters now. Oh, no way. Is it still going to do it? It's slowing down. Oh, it's so close. So we're going to hit the wall. Come on. Yes. All right, there's no way another thrusters. We're not going to be able to go down one more thruster. 11 blocks we're at. Okay, so here's what I think. I think I can add one more thruster back, but still reduce my total part count. Because right now we got 6 blocks up here. So my plan is to delete these 6 4x1 wedges and replace them instead with these bigger 4x4 wedges. So now this reduces the block count by 4, but it increases my aerodynamic profile by 2. So I don't think we're going to break the sound barrier right now, but when I add the next thruster back, we will have reduced our total block count, I think, by just 1. Because right now 11's the record. This is definitely not going to do it. Oh, I know what to do. Maybe not. Oh, it's so close too. We're at 1100. All right, so that only gets us up to 1100. You know, these aerodynamics that I added might actually be too much. So I will add one more thruster. So now we're down to 10 blocks. If this can't do it, then 11 remains the record. Oh, I think this is gonna do it. All right, new record. 10 blocks now. Wow. All right, what can I do? Can I do less than 10 blocks? Maybe, maybe not. Because if I could move this thruster to like here and I remove 2 blocks like this, and then I introduce a single one of these, we are now down to 9 blocks. Oh, that adds aerodynamics right there though. This will still be 10 blocks. Wait, no, we can mix thrust. So I can delete this and then add this. Now this is 9 blocks. Yeah, this is 9 blocks. This should be able to do it. It's the same amount of, it's even more thrust total. Yep. All right, new record, 9 blocks. Okay. Can this be reduced? All right, actually, now what happens if I do this? Ooh, there we go, 8 blocks. Are these 2 strong enough? I don't think these are gonna be able to do it. Come on, no, they're slowing down too much. We're gonna get up to like 1100 again, just over 1100. Yeah, they're only a little bit more powerful than the space thrusters. 2 space thrusters were hovering around 1100. These are hovering around 1140. All right, so still stuck at 9 block as our record. Oh wait, I can reduce this. This is the 9 block one. I don't know why I didn't see this. I can reduce this by a block like that. All right, so this is 8 blocks. They should be able to do it. I really don't think there's gonna be any difference. It's a little, slightly the littlest bit heavier, but speed is only just gonna affect how fast. I mean, weight is really only going to affect how fast we get up to our speed, not really our max speed, I don't think. There we go. All right, new record, 8 blocks. Can we break it down even further? So we need 3 thrusters, it appears. Let's look at some thruster power. Power 200. This is power 300. This is power 300. So this is the same amount of power as a Dragon Jet. These are power 250. This counts as 1 block. But it's so much bigger, so I need more parts to cover it. All right, hold on, I'm gonna save this. This is clearly a record here. So then if I add the rocket engine, I need a better seat now because this seat doesn't have the attachment points that I need. Does this fit? This fits. So now we have these bad aerodynamics, but we're down to 5 blocks. So wait, 8 was our maximum. So hey, I can do this, right? This is 7. This is 7. This should do it. This is the most wedge gang vehicle. Like, dude, this is a wedge gang as it gets for this type of build. This is gonna do it. All right, new record, easy mode. All right, can we reduce this now? 7 blocks. I'm gonna just see, do I need these? Do I really need these? Let's see if they make that big of a difference. This is 5 blocks right now. Oh, wow. See, look at the difference the wedges make. That is crazy. It cannot do it now. All right, 7 blocks is the new record. All right, how about this? I put these ones back, but then I delete this one. So we're only gonna have, oh, that was the attachment point. Hold on, no, another seat can go in here. This one's the heaviest, but we need the attachment points right now. All right, so this is 6 blocks. Can it do it? Oh, it's pushing it, but it's slowing down fast. Come on, 11. No, it's not gonna do it. Wow, back to like 1140, 1145. All right, we were close. We were close, but that wasn't enough. 7 blocks is still the record. I feel like at some point in this video, I'm gonna miss like a key block that could have changed everything, and I'm just gonna get called out in the comments for it. Because I almost missed the rocket engine. Like, that would have been embarrassing. It's clearly the best single source of thrust if we're going to try to cut down on the number of thrusters we're using. Can we reduce anything? Unless, is there a seat that takes up this whole space? Wait, what if I do this seat vertically? Yes, and then I do this. Then these aren't attached. Wait, unless I do the seat backwards. But then I can't attach these. That one won't attach. Oh, we're so close right now. I just need the seat to be able to have everything attached to it. This one's too long. What about this one? This one I think might do it. Yeah, standard seat for the win. Here we go, 6 blocks. I think we got this one. Man, it's crazy. I didn't expect it to be like down to the seat choice just purely for the dimensions it takes up. There we go, new record. 6 blocks. You know, I had another idea and it's looking less and less important now that we got this down to 6 blocks. Like, we can't remove a single thing from this one. This is clearly optimal design for this engine size. We have the minimum number of blocks, 4 individual wedge pieces to cover the entire aerodynamic hitbox of this engine. And then we need the seat on it. I mean, it would break the sound barrier without the seat, but we need the seat. We have to be in it. That's just like the rule. All right, so new record, 6 blocks. All right, now this is gonna come down to my other idea, which I don't know if it can actually be less blocks. But here, what seat has the best hitbox? So this is like 3 by 2 by 4. This is 3 by 2 by 3. It's like, I'm pretty sure. Oh wait, no, it's the same thing. These are 3 by 2 by 4. This is 3 by 2 by 4. This is 3 by 2 by 4. What about the motorcycle seat? Oh, that's 3 by 3. The motorcycle seat's even worse. 3 by 3 by 4. All right, I think this is our minimum hitbox for a seat. I think I'm gonna go with this one. Out of curiosity, I need to see something here. All right, let me look at these arrows. So you can see these arrows are clearly better than these arrows, but what about these arrows? Or these arrows? These look similar. Wait, these ones even look the same. So we have the nose cone. I think I will do is this an attachment point in the back here? It's not an attachment point. Maybe I need a different seat then. So what was it? 6 is my record? Oh, this isn't an attachment point either. These seats are just, oh, they have the worst attachment points. Okay, hold on. What about this? Here we go. Sideways. There we go. Yes. No. Wait, why is there, oh. No, that doesn't work. We need it to be like that. But now that's not I'm really trying to figure out how to get both of these to be attached to the seat. But none of the seats on the 3 long side have attachment points all the way through all 3. Because these only attach down here. This one's 4 tall. How about this one? But see, now I need an attachment point on the other side too. All right, you know what? This seat has good aerodynamics just by itself. All right, I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna use a gimbal jet. This is 3 blocks. I'm gonna take myself way up in the air. And I'm just gonna let myself fall. I'm gonna let gravity do the work and see how close I get to the sound barrier. I don't know how high I'm gonna have to go. This is probably gonna take a while. Now, my rule for this, it's somewhat arbitrary, but I think it's fair. My rule for this is that however many parts you have in build mode is your total number of parts. So I don't want to build something where I detach a bunch of things and then send a thing that has been detached past the sound barrier. I think that would be cheating, because the build technically takes more blocks than the thing that broke the sound barrier in order to get there. So I could add more gimbals to make this process of getting up higher faster and then detach them, but I just want to keep the gimbal on because that is counting towards my total block count. And right now I'm at 3 blocks. So it's been a little while. I'm gonna go ahead and release the gimbal and let's see what happens. Well, this is not how I expected it to go, and it's definitely, we're nowhere close. We are nowhere close. It doesn't stay in line as well as I thought it would. What is the aerodynamics of... I mean, this is bad too, I guess, but I thought this should act like a tail. Actually, this should be more like right there, shouldn't it? So then what if I add like a big old weight? It's 5 blocks, right? 5 blocks? 6 blocks. 6 blocks is my record. So if I can get it down to 5, 5 would still be an accomplishment. So this is gonna make it take way longer to get up to speed, but I'm hoping it'll just give me more mass. Oh no, it's not enough to lift up anymore. Okay, in that case, we need to delete that and get this one up there. Oh no, that's not enough either. Well, if it's, I'll just add 2 of these then. This is still 5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can count them up. But I don't think we're gonna fall fast enough. I'm gonna do like an earlier release. I'm not gonna wait nearly as long because I think it'll tell me if I have a chance or not. I'm thinking no. All right, I'm gonna release. How fast do we get? See, so I don't know why we're flipping over that way. There we go. Now that's what I was expecting. We should level out like that. Okay, we're still gaining speed. Are we reaching a terminal velocity though? All right, I'm gonna give this one a bit more of a chance because we didn't reach terminal velocity, and it didn't seem like it was slowing down a lot. It didn't seem like it was gonna get there, but it seemed like it may surprise me. Let's see if I get surprised. All right, it's been a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and release, and we'll see what happens. We got over 500 kilometers an hour on our test run. How much higher, how much more potential do we have than that? There we go, we're broken 500. Oh, we're gonna reach terminal velocity. Wow, we were actually pretty close to terminal velocity. Wow. Okay, so this is not it. Man, I don't know if I can get it down to 5 parts. Yeah, 575 is terminal velocity for this creation. All right, so 6 parts is the current record. Clearly can't delete anything off of this. If I use smaller engines, it's 8 parts. There's no way this will work. If I put this engine on here, this is 5 parts. So this is just the minimum. The charging time is way too much. Yeah, there's no way this works. 200, 400, 500. It's just, we're gonna keep, the in-between time is gonna slow us down more and more every time. The wind resistance is gonna get greater and greater, right? 560, 580. No, we're getting diminishing returns, and it's pretty early on. We're not even halfway there. We just broke 600 though. Yeah, I think we seem to be capping out now. 610s. 620s. Yeah, still 620s. I don't see it going much higher. Yeah, we're stuck in the 620s. That was worth a shot. There's a lot of power for this engine, and it has a low hitbox. Wait a minute, these things have reverse thrust. Hold on. Wait, do they have no, they only have... Oh, but you can... Oh, negative power. You can't change this on the fly. All right, I'm gonna test something out here. I'm using a gyro stabilizer to, well, it's supposed to keep me upright. It's only doing 1 axis. That might be okay though. But then my plan is to then use thrust to push me down with gravity. And then I'm just using, the seat has green arrows, like just hoping that I don't need to put parts on the seat. Maybe it's aerodynamic enough if I have enough thrust. I could do this. And then I have one more. I have 2 blocks worth of thrust to add. But it has to fit here. So like this fits there. But then I don't have anything else. There's no more attachment points. What are the aerodynamics of this? Oh, that's not good. Power 200. What is the power of a gimbal? 220? Is it strong? I'm gonna set this to power negative. And I'll toggle with number 1. Is this strong enough to lift me up in the air? It is. So the propeller has a negative output. So I can press, I should have set it to the same thing as the gimbal, but the gimbal I have to number 1, which should thrust me down. and I can change to the negative output of the propeller, so I'll have two sources of thrust pushing me down, and I should be perfectly stable for the most ideal aerodynamics, so they're just hitting the front of my seat, which is all green arrows. Not as good as wedges, 4x1 wedges, but not the worst. And we're trying to reduce our part count here. So this is 5 parts, and it's definitely taking a while to get up to altitude. I don't know what altitude I'm gonna need, but I want to give myself a fighting chance here because I'm gonna be trying to go fast. All right, I think I'm ready to give it a try. I think we press control for reverse propeller and number 1 for the gimbal thruster. So here we go. We are reversing now. Oh, look at that speed. Oh, come on. We're reaching terminal velocity. 800. Man, it was worth a try though. Can you do it? Like, is 5 parts possible? I'm at another propeller. I can't add another gimbal jet because then this becomes detached. But I don't think this, I think this is gonna be worse because of only one axis of stabilization. Like actually I can't even spawn in correctly. With only one axis of stabilization, I'm just not gonna stay level. Like, oh, actually look at that, it's pretty bad. It will not stay level at all. So we need both axes in order to be able to have straight flight. So that's no go. And the gravity method was my secret weapon, and it turns out the rocket engine was the real secret weapon. Because the gravity method is too hard to, you can't get less than 6 blocks. At least I can't. There has to be a way to get 5, but I've been cycling through all the parts, trying to think of just any way to get some extra thrust or aerodynamics with fewer parts, and I cannot think of anything. At least glitchless. Can't think of anything glitchless. All right, this is the best I could do. 6 parts. I racked my brain through all the other possibilities, and I have not come up with anything, so I'm sure, you know, it's objectively just easy to measure. How many parts did you use? And if it doesn't use any glitches, and it actually, like, has to deal with aerodynamics, did you get less than 6 parts or not? So, can you figure it out? Can anyone figure out how to get a 5-part, 4-part, or 3-part? I think 2 is the minimum that you need for speed. Because you need a seat and a source of thrust. So I don't think 1 part is even theoretically possible, but theoretically, in space, 2 parts is the minimum, but in an atmosphere, I can only get down to 6. So if anyone has any designs for a 5 or 4 or 3-part vehicle, let me know. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, you'll probably enjoy some more that you can find right here on the end screen. Hope this video has earned your subscription. Anyway, this has been ScrapMan, and I'll see you next time. Bye.